Fake facts matlab? Okay, I got your point. So one that you said, people might try to take the undue advantage, right, by putting up some fake facts. So you need to judge the situation properly. अच्छा, ये तो solution हो जाएगा. Judge the situation. Fake emotions, judgment. वो ट्रस्ट में ही आ गया, किस पे ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए, किस पे नहीं. Fifth point is excessive anonymity and hierarchy. Let's talk about hierarchy. Logical thinking is part of the rational mind. You remember I had asked you to make a diagram, ये वाला, rational mind, and this is emotional mind, और ये वाला जो area है will be called as emotional intelligence. You remember that? ठीक है. What you said about logical mind, this is the rational mind that you are talking about, but we are asking about emotional intelligence. He had done so many sacrifices, and when it came the time that वो पेड़ जो आपने बचपन से ग्रो किया है उसकी देखभाल करी है विद अटमोस्ट डेडिकेशन, जब उस पेड़ पे फल आने लगे तो उसको फल खाने वाला ही कोई नहीं था. I am a teacher, I am teaching students. When I am playing the role of a teacher, only then I am able to understand what is the problem that you are facing. A person playing the role of doctor, when he meets the patients, then only he is able to understand what kind of problems the patients are facing emotionally. He understands the emotions and work accordingly. Similarly, it goes with the lawyer. A lawyer, when he meets with a person who has been playing the role of a lawyer, when he meets his clients, then he is able to understand. For example, you say that, okay, I don't want to be part of UCC. So what do you mean by UCC, by the way? You know that, no? क्या है UCC? Uniform Civil Code. You say that, ma'am, we do not want to be part of Uniform Civil Code and we think that this is not the right time for the government to implement it. Just a hypothetical situation. So you might say that, and I will say, okay, then why? So you say that, okay, we are not ready for it just because I think that right now in the society our personal laws are doing a decent job and we need not to come along with them. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we had covered emotional intelligence. ठीक है, complete नहीं हुआ था पूरा. बच गया था. हमने इमोशनल क्वेश्चन ये डिस्कस नहीं किया ना. ठीक है, लेट्स डिस्कस द चैलेंजेस. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ challenges do we face in emotional intelligence? Are you people preparing for the test? हाँ, पता ना एप्टीट्यूड का टेस्ट है, तो अच्छे से टेस्ट प्रिपेयर करना. एप्टीट्यूड एंड फाउंडेशनल सिविल वैल्यूज़ ऑफ सिविल सर्विसेज, ये पूरी यूनिट का. तो जहाँ से एप्टीट्यूड से लेके एम्पैथी एंड कंपैशन तक ये पूरा आएगा. ओके, व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस? challenges in following emotional intelligence, challenges that we face while we try to emotionally intelligent. Fake facts matlab? Okay, I got your point. So one that you said, people might try to take the undue advantage, right, by putting up some fake facts. So you need to judge the situation properly. अच्छा, ये तो solution हो जाएगा. Judge the situation, fake emotions, judgment, ये होगा. You need to judge the fake emotions so that they do not take your illicit advantage, right? What next? Can we say work pressure? When you have intense work pressure, जब आपके ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा work pressure है, there is a possibility, high possibility that you might succumb to the pressure. आप खुद जब दिन रात एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ते हैं वर्सेस राइट नाउ, यू टेल मी एट व्हाट पॉइंट यू आर इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट, एट व्हाट टाइम यू हैव हाई EI, during your examination time period when you need to study all day all night, or during this time period when you are comparatively calm, you are patient, at what time? क्यों? प्रेशर नहीं है उस समय. एग्जामिनेशन का प्रेशर होता है, अभी तो प्रेशर है ही नहीं, राइट? द अनदर इज यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी. टेक्नोलॉजी यूज. We as humans have emotions. If I want to understand the emotions of the other person, the feelings of the other person, I need to be empathetic. But can a machine be empathetic? Machine empathetic हो सकती है? Can machine show emotions? No, they are not. But in many arena, for governance too, government is now using technology. And why are they using technology? Because it's not possible for the government also to have such a large human resource team that could actually listen to the problems of each and every individual. And when we use artificial intelligence, in that case also a lot of resources are being preserved. They are not wasted. Otherwise एक person है, उसकी बात सुनने के लिए आपने एक ही रिसोर्स रखा हुआ है, तो कितना ज़्यादा वहाँ पर इश्यूज होंगे, है ना? So that is the way use of technology is also a challenge. Why it is challenge in implementation of emotional intelligence? Because technology do not have emotions. It is emotionless. In short, even if you try to imbibe the emotions, the humane touch that a human being can give, technology cannot provide that. At least at this point of time, the technology is not advanced that it can provide the same kind of touch that a human can provide. Agree? Then cultural and emotional gaps. You look at it, you can openly talk to me and discuss your problems. Ma'am, we are facing so and so problems right now. What could be the reason? Maybe we are of the same age group basically, right? And that is why you might be more connected to me as compared to a person who might be 60 plus age. होता है कई बार फ्रेंड्स के साथ जो हमारे एज ग्रुप के होते हैं, हम उनसे बातें कर लेते हैं, लेकिन हम अपने से बड़े लोगों से के साथ जरूरी नहीं है कि हम वो सब डिस्कस कर पाए. Does that happen or not? Why? Because when we are of the same age group people, we have an emotional bonding, and there is no age gap. So we tend to be connected in that case because we think that the other person is also of the same maturity as we are right now, since we have the same age group and we share similar kind of thoughts. If you tell your mother that you want to go and have party, your mother will strictly say, "Ah, yes." Huh? Your mother will strictly the high possibility that your mother might say no. But when you ask the similar question and from your friend and say, I just want to go and have party, so your friend might say, okay, ठीक है, बताओ कब चलना है, right? So this is emotional gap. And what about the cultural gaps? Many times it happens that a civil servant has been brought up in the urban area, but the posting has been done in a rural area or semi-urban area, which is not much developed as compared to urban areas. He might not be able to connect with the people at that place. There is also a possibility that a hardcore, not hardcore, for example, a South Indian has been transferred, has been given a posting in North India, and there is huge cultural gaps. If I ask if there is a civil servant from northeastern region and that particular civil servant has been posted in, let's say, Gujarat, they have been posted in South India, don't you think that there is huge cultural gap between what is there in northeastern India to what is there in Gujarat or southern India? When there is cultural gap, first you will take time to understand the culture of the place wherein you are living down after posting. And second thing is that you will not be able to connect with that frequency that you would be had it been the case that you are from Northeast India and you are posted in the same place. मैं हिंदी भाषी हूँ, मुझे तमिल नहीं आती, मुझे मराठी नहीं आती, मुझे और लैंग्वेजेस नहीं आती, मुझे हिंदी ही आती है, तो मैं जब अपनी भाषा में बात करती हूँ तो मैं कंफर्टेबल होती हूँ? गोपाल, व्हाट इज योर एक्सपीरियंस? व्हाट इज योर मदर टंग? तेलुगु? सो यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन स्पीकिंग हिंदी और यू आर कंफर्टेबल मोर इन स्पीकिंग तेलुगु? तेलुगु. व्हाई? Yes. You are born and brought up there, so you have a comfort zone there. And when it comes to Telugu, it can be a situation wherein you are able to express yourself in a better manner. So what I want to express to people is there are cultural gaps. We need to understand that, and it could actually pose a challenge in implementing of emotional intelligence. Right? What next? सोचो और कुछ?
ट्रस्ट इश्यूज.
ट्रस्ट इश्यूज कैसे?
किस लोगों पे ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए, किस पे नहीं?
वो तो जजमेंट वाला आ गया ना, फेक इमोशन जजमेंट. वो ट्रस्ट में ही आ गया, किस पे ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए, किस पे नहीं. फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज एक्सेसिव एनोनिमिटी and hierarchy. Let's talk about hierarchy. We know that in civil services, in bureaucrats there is hierarchy. यहाँ पर एक है, यहाँ पर इसके नीचे फिर दो हैं, फिर इनके नीचे और भी हैं, इनके नीचे और भी हैं, and this hierarchy keeps on going like this. But if you look at it, that as to how this whole policy making process works, there is a possibility that policy making will be done by these and it will be discussed with this senior, ठीक है? But for whom the policy has been made? पॉलिसी असल में बनाए किसके लिए जा रही है? It is the downtrodden people for whom the policies has been made. Policy is made for the downtrodden people. But this person who has been giving the final approval for policy, and even these persons who are actually drafting the policy, they might not be in touch with the people. then how they will be able to understand their emotions? In emotional intelligence is not about just perceiving and managing our own emotions, but emotional intelligence also includes the perceivement and management of the others' emotions. And if you have not met others, you do not know their problems properly, how will you be in a better position to implement emotional intelligence? Because you do not know their issues. So this is a problem in hierarchy. Excessive hierarchy है. So नीचे problems क्या हो रही हैं वो exactly कैसे पता चलेगा? You are my students. How would I come to know that what problem are you facing? When you will interact with me and you will tell me, ma'am, we are not able to understand this concept. Can you please repeat it once again? In that particular scenario, I will be in a better position to understand where you are, what problems you are facing, and will take the actions accordingly. But look at it. When we are, for example, in online mode and we are not connected much physically, in that case, I will not be able to interact with you. You will not be able to interact with me. There is a gap. Similarly happens with the hierarchy. And also there is an issue with excessive anonymity. Excessive anonymity. कैसे होती है anonymity? Also understand this issue that we know Swachh Bharat Abhiyan very well. We know Ayushman Bharat policy, that is for medical insurance. But we know that government has brought these policies, but it is actually the bureaucrats who ultimately have made these policies. Can you name the bureaucrat who had made it? Because this must be the brainchild of some of the bureaucrats at least. Can you name them? हाँ? बताओ, बताओ. कोई तो होगा, but वो कोई कौन होगा? We surely know that these policies are drafted by the bureaucrats and ultimately the government has brought them. But who is that bureaucrat? There is excessive anonymity, and there is a possibility that when you are not given the credit for what you have done, there is a possibility that the civil servants might not take up the responsibility because of this excessive anonymity. There is a possibility for that. Getting it? Being anonymous, the civil servants are not in a position, the civil servants who are at the top level decision making, they are not in a position to understand the problems of the downtrodden, of the bottom, of the people who are at the bottom of the strata. They might not be in direct contact with them, how they will understand the emotions, and in that particular case they will be low in emotional intelligence. So that is the challenge for emotional intelligence, right? लिखा है कुछ? क्या लिखा है? हेडिंग्स. कल्चरल एंड इमोशनल गैप में लिखो पॉइंट में. ह्यूज कल्चरल गैप बिटवीन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव यूनिट एंड कॉमन पब्लिक. Huge cultural gap between administrative unit and common people and common public, your common people, which reduces the empathy, फिर यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी में लिख दो, इट लैक्स इमोशंस. मेंशन किया है वहाँ. यूज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी में लिखो, इट लैक्स इमोशंस. एक्सेसिव एनोनिमिटी इन हायरार्की में लिखो, इट माइट समटाइम्स lead to a lack of motivation. It might sometimes lead to a lack of motivation to take up responsibility. Lead to a lack of motivation to take up responsibility. इसमें लिखना judging the fake emotions. Judging the fake emotions to avoid illicit advantage. Judging the fake emotions to avoid illicit advantage. Of your emotional intelligence. ओके, नाउ इतना क्लियर हो गया. नेक्स्ट हेडिंग इज इम्प्रूविंग इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. How will you improve the emotional intelligence? Now we know what is emotional intelligence, we know how much important it is, what is its role, what are the challenges, but now the question arises, how would you improve या increase emotional intelligence? हाँ, logical thinking. Logical thinking comes in rational mind. Logical thinking is part of the rational mind. You remember I had asked you to make a diagram. ये वाला rational mind and this is emotional mind. और ये वाला जो एरिया है will be called as emotional intelligence. You remember that? ठीक है. What you said about logical mind, this is the rational mind that you are talking about. But we are asking about emotional intelligence. And logical mind does not essentially mean emotional intelligence too. Logical mind हो सकता है बहुत knowledgeful हो, बहुत cognitively वो बहुत intelligent हो सकता है ये बात, लेकिन ज़रूरी नहीं है वो emotionally intelligent भी हो. You remember boss in a stressful day who shouts on the team, shows anger on the team, will you call it emotional intelligence? There can be still presence of logical mind, there could still presence of rational mind, but still there is absence of emotional intelligence since he has been using negative emotions. He is low on emotional intelligence. You are able to clear with this? समझ में आ रहा है ना? तो लॉजिकल माइंड में और इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस में डिफरेंस होता है. एक और ये भी चीज है दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड इट, दैट इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस इज नॉट अबाउट टेकिंग डिसीजंस बेस्ड ऑन इमोशंस. Bureaucrats should never take the decisions based on emotions. Neither do emotional intelligence ask us to take decisions based on emotions. But we need to manage our emotions carefully so that we can make best use of emotions for our day-to-day progress. चलो, we were discussing about how to improve emotional intelligence. What could be the first point? We need to first understand the nature of emotions. Right? We need to do that. Likho. Understand the nature of emotions, comma, their meaning and their relevance in a particular context. Their meaning and their relevance in a particular context. Got it? Emotional intelligence क्या है? You need to perceive your emotions. You need to manage your emotions. So first of all, you need to understand their emotions ना. Emotions किस तरह के? जब आप ये understanding सीख लोगे तभी तो आप emotions को improve करोगे. Right? Then what could be the next way? Relaxation training. Sometimes when you are relaxed, then you are in a better position to actually understand what kind of emotions you are having right now. Likho, regular sessions of yoga and meditation. Regular sessions of yoga and meditation can be done for mental and physical well-being, for mental and physical well-being, to calm down the mind, to calm down the mind, to better understand emotions, in order to better understand emotions. Mind के बाद in order to better understand emotions. कहाँ छूट गया? हो गया? Next point is being resilient. Being resilient. What do you mean by resilience? What do you mean by resilience? Resilience means when you face difficult conditions. When you face difficult conditions but still you do not leave your position. That is resilience. Indian Army, they have been fighting in the war field, but they are showing resilience. They are still fighting despite several odds. They are still fighting. That is part of resilience. They are not leaving their ground despite difficult situations. That is resilience. So what happens that being resilient, when you know that you have high emotional intelligence, you are very calm, you are very polite, right? But what if you somehow in a position, in a difficult situation wherein there is a possibility that you might turn from high EI to low EI? In that case, what should be your stature? What should be your status? You should change yourself, succumb to the pressure, or you should show resilience. What should be done? In that particular case, you should show resilience. Understanding my point? Write down. Resilience is the ability. Resilience is the ability to face adversity, or a difficult situation, by overcoming it and bouncing back to life again, When resilience is shown, it means that individual has control over their emotions. Individual has control over their emotions. Are self-confident and have a positive attitude. Then the fourth one comes the role model approach. Role model approach. I yesterday gave you the example of Honorable Prime Minister. What was his conduct when his mother died? Right? What was his conduct? He still gave preference to his duty, and immediately he gave an online video conference at the point wherein he was already in Gujarat. ठीक है, गुजरात में तो तब भी वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग उन्होंने करी है. What was his status of mind at that time? He was emotionally calm. That shows that he has high emotional intelligence. Indeed, he has high emotional intelligence. Right? So we need to learn from the lives of great leaders. Another great leader that we can say is B.R. Ambedkar और महात्मा गांधी जी, और बताओ जवाहरलाल नेहरू. He has been jailed several times. Gandhi ji, we know that he was thrown out of the train by white people, that you are black so you get down from the train, but he always remained emotionally calm and composed. That shows that he has high emotional intelligence. He has done fasting so many times. Don't you think that he has really controlled his emotions? He had really controlled his emotions. कितने टाइम तक उन्होंने फास्टिंग करी है? उन्होंने तो कभी ऐसा नहीं करा ना कि फास्टिंग इंडिपेंडेंस मिलेगी तो मुझे थोड़ी ना मिलेगी, पूरे देश को मिलेगी, तो मैं ही फास्ट पे क्यों रहूं? और एक चीज़ ये भी देखो, गांधी जी ने अपने पूरे जीवन में सैक्रिफाइसेस ही करे ना. उन्होंने यही तो किया अपने पूरे जीवन में. हिज होल लाइफ वाज सैक्रिफाइस. और जब भारत आज़ाद हुआ तो आज़ादी में कितने समय रह पाए? आज़ादी में भी कितना समय रह पाए? ज़्यादा समय नहीं रहे वो. एंड ही वाज शॉट डाउन बाय नाथुराम गॉडसे ना. He was shot down by Nathuram. So he had done so many sacrifices, and when it came the time that वो पेड़ जो आपने बचपन से ग्रो किया है, उसकी देखभाल करी है विद अटमोस्ट डेडिकेशन, जब उस पेड़ पे फल आने लगे तो उसको फल खाने वाला ही कोई नहीं था। कोई ऐसा तो नहीं कि कोई नहीं था, लेकिन उस पेड़ को जिसने लगाया था उस फल को खाने के लिए वो नहीं था। शायद गांधी जी के साथ भी वैसा ही कुछ हुआ। उन्होंने कितना संघर्ष किया भारत की आज़ादी के लिए, लेकिन जब बात आई आज़ादी के बाद तो उन्होंने अपने लिए कभी कोई पोजीशन नहीं रखी। उन्होंने यहाँ तक कि आज़ादी में रहे कितने टाइम वो, तो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन्स का तो फ़ायदा हुआ, बट वो अपने आप खुद से उन्होंने कभी इतना आज़ादी का या किसी हम कह सकते हैं लग्जरीज़ का इन सब का उपभोग नहीं किया। जबकि अगर बापू कहते कि नहीं मुझको तो ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए, तो बापू की बात को कोई नकारता? वो मैंने बताया था ना कल भी कि ही वाज सच एन एम्पैथेटिक पर्सन दैट ही डिडंट इवन यूज टू वियर अ कुर्ता ऑन हिज बॉडी, शॉल या कुछ ऐसी कपड़ा लपेट लेते थे। तो ये गांधी जी की ये कुछ एक चीज़ें जो हैं आप मेंशन कर सकते हो एग्ज़ाम में भी, बट शॉर्ट में ऐसा नहीं है 2-3 पैरा लिख दिया, आधा पेज भर गया सिर्फ गांधी जी के एग्जाम्पल से। कंटेंट नहीं है तब बात अलग है। लिखो रोल मॉडल अप्रोच में लर्निंग फ्रॉम द लाइफ्स ऑफ ग्रेट लीडर्स reformers and public figures who braved extreme situations with emotional intelligence। एग्जाम्पल लिख दो गांधी जी। थोड़ा बहुत कुछ लिखना चाहो उनके बारे में जो अभी डिस्कस किया है तो आप लिख सकते हो, 1-2 लाइन में अपने वर्ड्स में लिख दो। Now, 5th, being assertive। ये सब हेड्स हैं, इनको अंडरलाइन करते रहना so that you can distinguish easily that these are sub heads। Being assertive, sometimes it happens that you are at a superior position, right? Simultaneously you need to guide, you need to give order to your subordinates also, but whenever we give orders it also somehow includes emotional intelligence too। So how you need to control your aggression, simultaneously how you need to assert your orders on your juniors। There are 2 things. You need to control your aggression because when you give orders there is a possibility that superior out of his dominance give an authoritarian order or give an order which is really harsh or maybe in a harsh tone। So one, you need to give order to your juniors। Second, you need not to show aggression। So you need to show assertiveness. You need to show assertiveness. Simultaneously, you do not need to show aggression. And this comes only when you control your emotions. Getting it? How can you improve emotional intelligence by being assertive? You can be assertive to your juniors without showing aggression if you have emotional intelligence. You can say assertiveness training, assertiveness training. To control aggression, to control aggression, while exercising authority, while exercising authority, is important. Assertive training, in which involves controlling aggression while exercising authority, is important. It can be learned from sports. It can be learned from sports and speaking out issues and speaking out issues that matters to subordinates, that matters to subordinates as well as superiors. It was a colonial mindset actually that was in utmost hangover of पावर. एक पावर का नशा था ना कॉलोनियल गवर्नमेंट में, हमारे पास इतनी पावर है, सी वी आर सुपीरियर एंड यू आर इन्फीरियर. Similar kind of attitude was developed even after independence. That particular habit, that particular sanskar was also being transferred in hierarchy in those individuals who became the civil servants in newly independent India. But right now, what is the focus of emotional intelligence? Under hangover of power, what happened is you only provide authoritative direction with aggression, but with emotional intelligence and with getting the right assertiveness training, you need to show your superiority also without showing aggression in orders. Clear? Next is role playing. Playing important role या role playing. I am a teacher. I am teaching students. When I am playing the role of a teacher, only then I am able to understand what is the problem that you are facing. A person playing the role of doctor, when he meets the patients, then only he is able to understand what kind of problems the patients are facing emotionally. He understands the emotions and work accordingly. Similarly, it goes with the lawyer. A lawyer, when he meets with a person who has been playing the role of a lawyer, when he meets his clients, then he is able to understand that okay, so and so problems have been actually being faced. So what happens when you play the role, then you are able to better understand what kind of emotions the other person is facing, and when you understand their emotions, then only you will be able to manage their emotions. The first step, do you remember? We discussed in the components, it was recognizing the emotions. That is the first step. When you recognize the emotions and then you further go on with that. And ultimately you manage the emotions. But before that you need to recognize the emotions. And how will you be able to recognize the emotions? When you play that role. Right now you are playing with the role of a student. When you are interacting with me as a student, you know my emotions, that the teacher has so and so emotions. Why? Because you are interacting and playing the role of student. When you go back at your home, you are playing the role of children for your parents. So as children, you will be able to understand the expectation of the parents, the emotions of the parents, their feelings. But how does it come actually? It comes only when you play that role, and then you are able to understand that. When you are playing the role of a civil servant, and then you understand in that particular environment that what kind of problems we are facing, you understand the emotions. What I mean to say is that until unless you enter into that role, you will not be better able to understand what are the emotions involved. You won't be able to understand what are the problems involved, what are the issues involved. So it is important to play the roles. Whatever task has been allocated to you, whatever the roles have been allocated to you, only then you will be able to better improve your emotional intelligence. For example, you are a salesperson. Okay? You are a salesperson. Until unless you discuss with the buyers what issues they are facing, you won't be able to sell properly. You won't be able to address their issues properly. You must have the experience of selling. That is salesperson. Getting my point? So you will play the role of salesperson, and only then you will be better manage the emotions of your customers, of the buyers. Write down. It helps in understanding challenges. It helps in understanding challenges associated with tasks and the lives of others. And the lives of others. It reduces conflicts. It reduces conflicts. It reduces conflicts and leads to more harmony. And leads to more harmony. And better cooperation and governance. Whatever I have explained to you with regard to role playing, that you play the role of doctor, engineer, have you written that? लिखा है? अपनी लैंग्वेज में उसको लिख लो. अपनी लैंग्वेज में लिख लो कि जब आप रोल प्ले करते हो तभी तो आपको समझ में आता है ना कि क्या इमोशंस हैं सामने वाले के. Done. ठीक है. Communication skills. Improving communication skills. See, many times it happens that we need to understand not only what has been spoken, but even unspoken words, even gestures. For example, I ask you a question and then you are not able to answer that. You just simply do not speak any word. I'm looking forward to an answer, but you are not speaking even a single word. You are just sitting silently. What does that mean to me? That you do not know the answer, that's why you have been sitting silently. So when I say about communication training, it does mean that I need to understand not just those words that have been spoken, but even the unspoken words, your silent gestures. I need to understand that. Even if you're uttering or murmuring some words but you are not confident about it, I would still say that you have not understood the concept properly. Had it been the otherwise, that you are confidently speaking, it means that you have understood the concept very well, and that's why you are quite confident while speaking in front of me. But you are not speaking properly. You're actually murmuring. You're not speaking in a confident manner. It does shows this, that you have not understood the concept properly. So when it comes to communication training, you need to have an ability to understand even those words that have not been spoken through gestures. That includes only gestures. कोई इंसान स्टेज पे आता है और वो बिल्कुल ऐसे कर रहा है, ये कर रहा है. अभी मैं टीचर हूँ, मैं बस ऐसे खड़ी हो जाऊँ एंड मैं ऊपर देखने लगूँ, नीचे देखने लगूँ. व्हाट डज दैट मीन? टीचर को नहीं आता कुछ भी. टीचर इज मे बी फीलिंग नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट. टीचर इज मे बी नर्वस टुडे. दिस कुड बी थिंग ना. ठीक है. सो हाउ विल यू अंडरस्टैंड इट? You will first judge my emotions, that what kind of emotions is she feeling now. When you recognize those emotions, discriminate those emotions, only then you will be able to utilize and manage them. But first you need to recognize them, perceive करना है वाले emotions को. Right? So this is part of the communication training. So how will you improve emotional intelligence? By communication training, when you are able to understand not just those spoken words, but even the unspoken words and gestures. Non-verbal communication. There are two types of communications. The one is verbal communication and the another one is non-verbal communication. So the real task is understanding non-verbal communication. लिखो. Understanding both the verbal communication as well as the non-verbal communication, including the unspoken words, is important. In non-verbal communication, understand the emotions to improve emotional intelligence. In non-verbal communication, understand the emotions to improve the emotional intelligence. In fact, when a public servant comes in front of the media, in that case also it's really important that you must have proper non-verbal communication too. अब मैं आई हूँ, आई एम अ सिविल सर्वेंट, आई हैव जस्ट कम ऑन द डायस and I want to interact with the media persons, but what I have been doing is I have just put up those documents that I have brought forth and I am really nervous and I am just speaking those words. मैं बहुत नर्वस सी हूँ और मतलब कुछ भी है, मैं सिर्फ वर्ड्स बोल रही हूँ. तो वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन हो सकता है मेरा ठीक हो, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन इट वोंट बी गुड. इट विल प्रोजेक्ट अ पिक्चर दैट आई एम नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट विद वट एवर आई हैव बीन स्पीकिंग. That is really not a good thing for civil servant. Okay, ये वाला topic is completed. Improving emotional intelligence, कुछ points और लिखो. Encouraging debates and discussion. Encouraging debates and discussion. If you encourage debates and discussions, in those discussions you might come across some important facts and statements, might be able to understand in a better manner what is emotions concerned with this topic, with this particular topic. For example, hypothetical situation, it comes to the implementation of Uniform Civil Code. Maybe I am in favor of Uniform Civil Code and I think that it should be implemented in India, but you people are against it. When I had a debate with you and I tried to understand what is your concern, and then I came to know that why you are against it, what are your emotions behind it, then I will be in a better manner, better possibility, in a better position to understand and manage those emotions. For example, you say that, okay, I don't want to be part of UCC. So what do you mean by UCC, by the way? You know that, no? क्या है UCC? Uniform Civil Code. You say that, ma'am, we do not want to be part of Uniform Civil Code and we think that this is not the right time for the government to implement it. Just a hypothetical situation. So you might say that and I will say, okay, then why? So you say that, okay, we are not ready for it just because I think that right now in the society our personal laws are doing a decent job and we need not to come along with them. You can provide those emotions and those understandings. I will then manage your emotions accordingly. Okay, this is the reason that you do not want to implement, but I as a government, I as a public servant, I have been asked from the higher authorities to implement this particular law. So now I will try to manage your emotions. I will try to convince you कि ठीक है, you are being connected to your religion, no issue, but right now we are not harming your religion, we are just asking for equality. I can provide such kind of arguments, but when can I provide such arguments? Only when I know what kind of emotions do you have. So this is part of debate and discussion. If you involve yourself in debate and discussion, there is a high possibility that you will be able to understand the emotions of the other individuals. True? Improving emotional illiteracy. Next point. Improving emotional illiteracy. Emotional illiteracy. Many people, they are not aware about even what is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence होता क्या है उनको यही नहीं बात पता है. So they must know what is emotional intelligence. They think that it is quite okay to have anger in the office. It is quite okay to have hatred. It is quite okay to have jealousy, but that is not the case. You should have emotional intelligence. That is really the requirement. If you are emotionally intelligent, that will definitely lead you to success, whether it's at the workplace or even at your personal level when you are studying also and trying to achieve your aim. Next is be a good listener. Improve your listening skills. ये लिखो, improve your listening skills. हो गया. Next is generate empathy for others. Okay, just write some examples of emotional intelligence. Examples of emotional intelligence. Write Gandhiji's speeches. Number 1. Gandhiji's speeches inspired many Indians to fight through non-violence for India's independence. To fight through non-violence for India's independence. Swami Vivekananda speech at World, do सब example है. Swami Vivekananda speech at World Parliament of Religions. Swami Vivekananda speech at World Parliament of Religions. You remember Nehruji's famous speech of Tryst with Destiny? Huh? Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech on the midnight 14th अगस्त को रात में बोली गई थी, जब 15 अगस्त शुरू हुआ था रात में 12 बजे. वो स्पीच तब की थी क्योंकि आज़ादी का इतने सालों बाद, इतने दशकों बाद पहली बार भारत ने आज़ादी का महोत्सव देखा था, आज़ादी की रात देखी थी. Otherwise, we were under the clutches of colonial government. So, when we talk about Gandhiji's speeches, look at it, how he actually perceived and then managed the emotions of other individuals. गांधी जी की बातों पे लोग कितना अडहियर करते थे, लोग कितना उनको सम्मान करते थे. क्यों करते थे? क्योंकि उन्होंने लोगों के इमोशंस को बहुत अच्छे से परसीव करके मैनेज किया है. लोगों को क्या चाहिए था? आज़ादी. और आज़ादी तो चाहिए ही थी, लेकिन साथ में भुखमरी से आज़ादी चाहिए थी, तानाशाही से आज़ादी चाहिए थी, बेरोजगारी से आज़ादी चाहिए थी. तो वो चीज़ें देखते हुए नॉन वायलेंस के जरिए गांधी जी ने आज़ादी दिलवाई एंड पीपल यूज्ड टू follow him. Similarly, it goes with Nehruji. Nehru's midnight speech Tryst with Destiny. सुनना उसका, सुन ना पाओ तो उसका कम से कम जो कंटेंट है, एटलीस्ट यू लुक एट दैट कंटेंट क्या है. बट वो स्पीच अपने में बहुत इमोशनल है क्योंकि उसमें बहुत कुछ चीज़ें लिखी हुई हैं, बहुत चीज़ें उन्होंने बोली हुई हैं. It really touched the emotions of people. Touch emotions कब होते हैं? जब कोई बात ऐसी बोली गई हो जो दिल तक पहुंच जाए, दिल को भा जाए, दिल तक छू जाए. So emotions are involved there also. आप कुछ नेगेटिव साइड भी लिखो. इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस के एग्जाम्पल्स wherein the people, मतलब लिखना मत, अभी एग्जाम्पल मैं बता रही हूँ. In these examples, we will see that how emotional intelligence has been used wrongly in order to promote the self-interest. लिखो. Hitler's speeches to play with Germans' emotions. Adolf Hitler's speeches to play with Germans' emotions. We know that Adolf Hitler is the one who is responsible for persecution of Jews. He is the one who is responsible for initiation of World War II. It was because of him that World War II was started. एक्चुअली वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 भी देखें और 1 भी देखें. 1 was started in 1914 and ended in 1918. Then World War 2 started in 1939 and it ended in 1945. ये 4-5 साल चल गई उस समय. आज के कंटेक्स्ट में बात करेगा, वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 आज शुरू हो जाती है ना, ये 4-5 साल नहीं चलने वाली है, क्योंकि आज इतने बॉम्ब्स हो चुके हैं, इतना सब कुछ हो चुका है. न्यूक्लियर एटम बॉम्ब्स इतने सारे हैं, शायद आज वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 शुरू हो जाए तो इट वोंट लास्ट इवन फॉर अ मंथ. दैट कुड बी दैट मच डेडलिएस्ट. Anyways, so emotional intelligence is important in the present context also. You look at it and you give the another example. Give the example of terrorism. Using emotional intelligence, manipulate. ठीक है, ऐसे लिखो, terrorist organizations manipulate innocent youth emotions and brainwash them. Terrorist organizations manipulate innocent youth emotions and brainwash them to fight and kill innocent people. To fight and kill innocent people. क्या होता है टेररिज्म में? यही होता है ना, दे ब्रेन वॉश. बट ब्रेन वॉश किसके आधार पे होता है? इट इज इमोशंस दैट दे आर प्लेइंग विद. Isn't that the case? They are playing with the emotions. आपकी भावनाओं पे खेल के ब्रेन वॉश किया जा रहा है. इफ़ यू आर और यहाँ पर भी देखो इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस का ही यूज़ हो रहा है. I have perceived your emotions and I am managing your emotions. But in terrorism, how the emotions have been managed? They are managed in a negative manner. They are managed in a negative manner. In fact, you can in a positive way write. You have heard, I have asked you for that Gabbar Singh Negi, सिलक्यारा टनल. उसके बारे में पढ़ा आपने? पढ़ा? This is one of the latest example that you must quote, because he has actually provided leadership to those 41 workers who were stuck inside the tunnel, and he was one of them, and he had provided a leadership, a good leadership that actually saved the lives of all those people, all those workers who were stuck inside the tunnel for at least 17 days. एंड उनका ढाढ़स बना के रखा, उनको मोटिवेशन करके रखा. तो क्या किया? उनके इमोशंस किस तरह के थे? फियर वाले, दैट दे माइट लूज देयर लाइफ. एंड हाउ गब्बर सिंह नेगी एक्चुअली टर्न दोज फियरफुल इमोशंस ऑल्सो into something that is called as hope. Even fearful emotions were converted into hopes. आप और हम तो आज़ादी से यहाँ रोशनी में थे, बट वो 17 दिन तक अंधेरा में थे ना वो लोग. तो ये सब चीज़ें आसान नहीं थी. सो वी आर डन विथ इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. आपकी ये एक यूनिट कंप्लीट हो चुकी है. There are some models also that if you would like to read, you can go about it for reading it. But I think that is not much important from the examination perspective. That's why I have not taught you that. Ability model, trait model, the mixed model. So maybe if we find time at the end of the course, we might go with that, but it is not important from the examination perspective, so that's why. और अगर पढ़ेंगे भी तो सिर्फ इतना पढ़ेंगे कि कोई नोट्स वगैरह उसको मैं नहीं बनवाऊंगी, क्योंकि ये एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट नहीं लगता. मॉडल्स वगैरह नहीं पूछे जाते, बट यू कैन स्टिल फ्रॉम द text, from the material that would be uploaded, ethics material that would be uploaded on website, you can just have a check on all those things from there. ठीक है, अच्छे से देख सकते हो. Okay. Let's begin with the next topic, but before that let's take some break. ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद 1.5 घंटा और पढ़ते हैं.